Believe it or not, the truth is there hasn't been much in the research, according to Stibbe, the researcher, or relatively little research has been aimed more so at exploring the negative aspects and outcomes and even side effects of persuasive technology. We're looking at persuasion now and how you can protect yourself, educate yourself. That's the first thing. Learn about common persuasive tactics. Yes, there are tactics. People are intentionally using them. Not everybody is as good as gold. And look at what manipulators do. Professional manipulators. Yes, it's not necessarily a particular job title, but certainly it is a term that is within many job titles, including psychopaths. 1% or more of the population. Be very careful. So gaslighting is one. Yes. Guilt tripping, another. Fear mongering and manipulation through flattery or charm. You need to understand these tactics because if you can, it can help you recognize when they occur in real life, when you are going to be the target of this manipulation, this particular type of persuasion. So be careful. Educate yourself. You can go to reputable things online. You may have to pay. Is it worth it? Absolutely, for sure, because you want to be able to get the facts and not just the fiction. And there's a lot of it online, let's face it. Trust, though, that you have an instinct. Now, when I say trust happens in a moment. If somebody is there in front of you, you've got to look at them, eye them up and down, check out what they're wearing, what type of eye contact, facial expressions, body language, and so many other things. That's a great thing to do, but it's hard. It's difficult to do that within a moment, isn't it? But the education bit, once it's there, your thinking process has to change. The trust then can be done in a moment. The more people you are with and around in life, the good and bad people, the more you can see these things. So pay attention to what's in here. This gut feeling, your intuition. If something feels off or maybe manipulative, trust your instinct and take a step back to reassess the situation. Try to be as objective as possible. Try to see it from what would happen if I did make the decision of this potential persuasive person and do what they want me to do, or what would happen if I didn't. We all truly have to have boundaries. Unfortunately, not everybody stays by theirs, and some people just jump over into ours. But by establishing clear boundaries and asserting your limits to manipulative people, they're going to say, oops, I'm not knocking on this door. This person is a little bit tougher than maybe that one over there, and they'll go to another person instead. So be firm in your boundaries and don't allow yourself to be persuaded or even coerced into doing something you're uncomfortable with. And that's the other thing, being and feeling a little bit off and not having a reason why. You don't need a reason why. If it doesn't sit well with you, for now, avoid it. You can be as pleasant as possible, even if you're not certain if this person is overly persuasive or even manipulative in that way. Just back away yourself, pull back and say, I'll have a think about it. Little phrases like that, and you might even see a reaction from that persuasive person, and it mightn't be so nice. Our language and how we stand up to things are so important. Having the proper open-chested, nice tall body language, having the firm voice, and developing assertiveness. The skills around this are so important. The words you used are very powerful. If you're representing yourself, I am the person you should be talking about. Use that word I, because these statements express yourself clearly and assertively without being aggressive or passive. Passive is more about willy-nilly. They're the little gaps that a persuasive character or someone that's trying to manipulate you will just crawl through. So develop these skills of assertiveness and be confident in asserting your needs, your boundaries for sure, and your opinions as well. Nothing wrong whatsoever with just going, yeah, okay, fair enough, and question the person. Why is it you're asking me that? Just wondering. And the tone of voice you use can show, hey, I'm okay if I don't make the decision either way, or if I take it easy for now and think about it, or do a bit of research on that, or I'll ask a friend. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for your suggestion. being nice and mannerly, but also you are thinking behind it all. So don't automatically accept claims or promises without verifying their accuracy or considering potential biases. People can be so skilled at this that they're doing it all of the time to everybody, including family and so-called loved ones. So be very careful. This is the way they are. And so you have to put up a little bit of a boundary, ask these questions, and be a little bit clever, more so than before. One of the points that I love best in this one is taking your time. Often a persuasive person will want to get the job done like that. Otherwise, they're impatient and they want to move on, because whatever they want from you, be it money, attention, the solution, it's likely they can get it from other people too. So they will give you a certain time frame and then they'll just go, whatever, and move on. If you can put up all four walls around you, even if it's only for the reason of taking your time, and you convey that to them, communicate in a nice, friendly manner, there's absolutely no reason why they should be pushing you. I mean, logically, why would they do that? So take your time and consider then within that time frame your options and gather your information. Weigh up the pros on one hand, the cons on the other, before making a decision, and certainly before communicating back to this person. There's no harm to actually confide in others, especially if it's a new person and you're not too sure of their background. They can be very convincing. People can catch us off guard in the moment, just be as emotive as we are within something that we really truly care about, and we bump into them, or they're perhaps very charismatic, and we like to think, gosh, this person might like me, and now they're asking me to do something that I'm not too sure of. Well, then you need to confide in a friend, especially somebody who hasn't been in that situation or hasn't felt that excitement, those emotions, because our emotions can often side with us, and especially our emotions for what we really want in the future. And if this other persuasive character is showing us or dangling some sort of solution to our potential problem, well, then we have to be very careful, because they could just be using that under false pretenses. Practice self-care as well, because if you prioritize that and your emotional well-being, you'll strengthen your resilience and in tow your self-confidence as well, by even engaging in activities that bring you joy, maybe relaxation, and something that fulfills you. It gives your brain that break, that time to be able to make those decisions, to know how you can feel good within yourself, by yourself, and know that whatever they're dangling in front of you, the persuasive one, mightn't be as good as you first felt. Stay informed for sure, and know that there is answers to your questions out there. Get the proper research done. I did say speak to a person, but speak to a professional person in this as well. Maybe someone in law, because often persuasive people are looking for more than your emotions. It could be something more longer term that you can't even put your finger on. It could be land, it could be money, it could be property, it could be your job. So many things that they add up in your pocket and you could really miss out. Speak up early and tell a person so there's a paper trail. Email even for help or suggestions from a professional. That's it. Avoid it at your peril. Be in front of them and you will come out better for it. So thank you for watching. Please do have a wonderful day.